Hello you guys, I'm sorry my teeth look terrible. I haven't honestly brushed them today. I have to face the camera because I got a request. My brother, hi Ron, he's watching my channel and he wanted me to do a shout out video for him. So hi to my brother, my sibling. You take care in there, and to all the other people in Letcher County Jail, just hold tight, hold on, keep your spirits high, and don't give up. We all know about the corruption here in Letcher County. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm actually up here at your old house, Ryan. I've been up here visiting your daughter with mother and your son, one of your sons, and that dog of hers has been attacking me. So the big dog Obi, it's been jumping all over me, attacking me and stuff up here. So anyways, I just wanted to do a shout out video. I'm so glad you watch my videos. That's so cool. And all the other inmates. Yay! Glad y'all watch. Anyways, that's what I was doing as I was up here. It's hot today and sunny. I'm sweating. It's sunny out here. Sorry I haven't brushed my teeth, y'all. I've been lazy. I barely brushed my hair before I came up here. And walk y'all out here. I guess I'll walk y'all back there in a second. This might turn into a long video because I'm a slow walker and I'm out of shape. But anyways, see, I'm up here at this bridge thing up here in Isom. See, hi, there's railroad tracks behind me. I'm up here, and then I'll show you guys on this other side if I can get it in the camera without falling over the edge. I don't want to do that. So anyways, right up there used to be an old Ko temple. They tore it down years ago after the flood in July of 2022. And it was called, I think it was called Southeast Community or something. I might be wrong. My brother knows, who's watching this video, who the shout out's for. He knows what it was. But I think it was at one of Southeast Company old Ko temples. I'm sweating like crazy, guys. Sorry. And down here you can see below me, this is a railroad ties that they've took up from the railroad tracks here. So yeah, I'm just randomly making this video. I got word that you wanted me to do a shout out for you. So here goes. So anyways, and all the other Letcher County inmates, yay! I've been there before too, but I was only there for 5 hours, so I guess it don't really count. Oh well. Anyways, that is in the past. If y'all interested though, want to know, you can go look it up for why on Kentucky Cool. That's with a K. Kentucky.cool, I think. You all know what it is if I'm not telling you the right information. But anyways, that was back in like 2014, I think, is when it was. I wish I could turn the camera around to show you. Here's that big old dog. It's a cute little doggy. It's cute. It just don't know what one words are to stop and stuff. Let me walk up here. The grass is overgrown at your place, Ryan. You've been slacking. So anyways, right here is Obi. That's the doggy that's trying to attack me. He's a good dog. He don't know no better. He's just trying to jump on me and stuff. He wants to be loved on. He just don't know no better. Let me see if I can film my niece's little cat. It's got a stubbed tail. I think it was like that whenever they got him. She has 2. And I think its name is Flora. It's a real pretty little orange and white cat right there. Now let me see. I'm sweating like crazy, guys. Sorry. Let me see if I can take y'all. Everything's falling apart everywhere we go. It just is what it is. Let me see if I can get up here without hurting myself too much. Everything's overgrown. I want to show you guys. Well, I don't know if you can see this right here. These little, the rooster and the chicken and the baby chick, the Diddy. My aunt, she passed away in 2019. She was one of my favorite aunts. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try to go through this yard. Hopefully I won't get snake bit. Ryan, you haven't mowed weeds. You haven't cut the grass. You've been slacking big time. But anyways, my aunt painted this memorial, or however you say it, mural on the blocks out here on the wall. If you can kind of see it, it's faded. It needs to be repainted. Like I said, she unfortunately passed away in 2019, but that's some of her artwork right there that she done. Okay, I guess I'm going to try to go through these grass and these weeds. I don't know if you're able to watch this long form of a video or not while you're in the jailhouse or whatever, but hopefully you can. Anyways, over here, you guys, this is a grave to my neighbors. Their names was Jimmy and Jean Adams. They're the ones who used to own the trailer before my mom bought it. My mom and my dad bought it. I think it was back, I could be wrong, I think it was back in 2021 when they bought it. But because they both passed away. I think the woman passed away in 2019 too. And then the man, her husband, he passed away in like, I think he passed away in 2021. This is a cool looking tree right here. I don't know what it is. It looks like it's some type of a pine tree or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get back down on the road here. Walk y'all around a little bit. Whew. I'm out of shape big time, sweating. I know I look disgusting. Oh well. Ubi, that's the dog's name. It wants to run up and jump and bite you. It doesn't know how to stop or what no means or nothing. It's a pretty dog though. I like big dogs. I've always wanted a Siberian Husky and never got one. But honestly, right now I couldn't take care of one unless if it was like a registered service animal dog or something for me. And they paid for all the food right now at this point in my life and stuff. Hopefully that changes. Hopefully. I'm praying about it. That's all we can do. That's all any of us human beings can do about anything, is pray about everything. I'm going to walk y'all out here to my cousin's house. And her house is actually for sale. I believe it's still for sale on Zillow. If anyone's interested. This is her little house here. She lives, she doesn't live here. I ain't gonna tell you where she lives, but she doesn't live in this part of Kentucky no more. Sorry, I'm sweating. I know it's dripping off my nose and allergies too right now. Let me turn the phone around behind me because I don't know how to do it while I'm recording to switch the views. But this right here is the house that's for sale of my cousins right now here in Letcher County, Kentucky. Letcher County, baby. Anyways, this right here is my cousin's house behind me. See, it's a 2-story house. I think she has it for sale for $175, I think. $175K, I think. But I could be wrong. And it's pretty sure it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. There is a little graveyard. I don't know if you can see it or not. up over through there somewhere, of one of their dogs that they had that passed away, and also one of, well, her ex-husband, he was buried here too. But this is the view, and then this is the front view. I'll try to film it for you. That's railroad tracks. That's what we was looking at before. And if you walk those railroad tracks, this is only a mile away from where I live at. That's why my mom and them have properties up here, and my niece and stuff. And my brother used to live here when he was out of jail. And so, anyways, you know I love you. So, he knows. He knows I have his back. You know, so anyways, I'm sweating like crazy, guys. I can't help it. The hillbilly's coming out of me, I guess. But anyways, yeah, there's my cousin's house that's for sale. So if anyone wants to move to Letcher County, Kentucky, and is looking for a place to live, this is actually a good area right through here. It's only a mile away from where I live, and I've walked that railroad tracks dozens of times before. But this is considered not the best, but it is a good location for the county, and it is a sought after location for the county and stuff. So just wanted to show you guys that. I don't know how to flip the camera around whenever I'm recording, so I'm sorry you guys gotta look at me and I look nasty. Just be glad and thankful you can't smell me. So that's a good thing. We'll make a wish since I see one of these little dandelions. I know what I'm wishing for. I hope it comes true. There's some little dandelions though. Here, I'll get another one to do one for you guys, and one for my brother, and one for the inmates. Why not? That was for you all. I hope y'all's wishes come true in your dreams. I'm sorry. I swallowed some of the little doodads. Okay, this one is for my brother. This goes out to my brother Jared Ryan Adams. Here you go. Make a wish. I hope your dreams and wishes come true. And then here's one for you inmates. Sorry, it's kind of broken. I hope it's not a sign. All right, I'm gonna make a wish for y'all, or blow a wish for you guys. Y'all make a wish. Yay! I hope all y'all's dreams and wishes come true. And I appreciate y'all for watching me. Yay! That's so cool. I'm not monetized, you guys. I'm nowhere near it. Here's the flowers. I don't know if I can show them to you or not. I'll try to, Ryan. Just show you the irises that's kind of bloomed out there. I don't know if you can see down below me, the light purple ones there. And then them yellow ones are bloomed out too over here behind me. See, they're pretty. They're bloomed out. I need to spit, you guys, but I'm gonna wait because I got that stuff in my throat. I got a rock in my shoe, my flip-flop. I can't wait, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go over here to the bridge and spit. Sorry about that. I had that stuff in my mouth. See behind me here? There's a little house over there too where people live and stuff. But there's just one house down there. There's not a lot of people. Like I said, this is kind of a sought after location for Letcher County. It's not a bad location. It's not the top location in my opinion, but it's not a bad location either. Sorry y'all, I'm sweating like crazy. It's beautiful out here today though. It's really beautiful. I don't know what this is, but it's bloomed out, and it's also in with that honeysuckle there. I don't know if you can see it or not behind me. I'm just walking down here, down this road towards the Coal Temple. Over here's some more honeysuckle, and then there's that tree, I forgot the name of it. In the summertime, I think in June, it starts having like these pink flowers, blossoms on it. And I'm pretty sure that was a tree that came over here from another country, got put over here from like Japan or something. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty positive that that's where that comes from. And see, it looks tropical looking to me. I might be confused, and y'all can correct me. You know you're always welcome to correct me. But I'm going to try to get in here to show you. Hopefully I don't get snake bit. That wouldn't be good. But this right here, when I was a little girl, I used to take these little things off, and I used to act like they were green beans or peas or something like that, you know, vegetables, when I was a little girl playing with them and stuff. I don't know if y'all done that or not. Those of you who will watch this video, I'm sorry, this video is going to be all over the place. See this right here? That's honeysuckle. It smells, it tastes really good, and it smells really good too. You do have to watch for bugs though. Not real bad, but a little bit. It's really pretty, I think. That's what my neighbor has on the fence there. Is that honeysuckle stuff? It is hot, hot, hot. And I'm sweaty. Oh, I wish I could flip the camera around and show you guys. There's some cardinals in front of me, but they're gonna go away when I walk there. The male cardinals, the bright red ones. For those of you all who don't know, Kentucky's state bird is a cardinal. So is most states, though, on the East Coast. Virginia's state bird's a cardinal too, I'm pretty sure. See the trees. Yeah, the cardinals have already went away. So, how y'all doing in there? How y'all hanging out? I know I shouldn't be making jokes. I'm sorry. I do know a little bit. Not much. Not enough to complain. Here is a redbud tree. You see by the heart-shaped leaves on it. I always like the redbud tree leaves or whatever because they're heart-shaped like that. Yeah. Y'all can go look it up. I spent 5 hours one time in that Letcher County jail because of family issues. In my opinion, whatever. It's my channel. I can say and do what I want to. Anyways, there's a little pine tree. I don't know what kind. There's one right here behind me too. It's real pretty. Look up there. It's pretty. And then over here, there's all kinds of little pine cones on them too. Yeah, whenever I went to the Letcher County jail, it was a holding cell. You know, it was that one, not the one in front by the front desk. It was more towards, like, whenever they check you in and they're supposed to search you or whatever. This was back in 2014, you guys. So things were different, I'm sure, back then. But anyways, I don't know what those little purple flowers are on the ground there. Let's see if I can't film them. They're pretty. I can't zoom in either while I'm talking and got the camera going like this. But anyways, whenever I went in, it was a holding cell, and it was just me and one other girl. Ooh, these are cute little flowers. I wish I could, I might have to pick one. I hate to pluck it and not use it. Look at that, how cute. I don't know what that is. It's pretty. I'll hold on to it. Let me go back and get one of those purple ones to show you guys. But whenever I went, I was in a holding cell towards the left-hand side after they take you from, I was brought in a state trooper's car. Oh, it's spilling my water. That's not good. I'm not good at multitasking. See these little purple flowers? They're pretty. Anyways, I was brought in a state trooper's car. Spilled all my water. And his name was Danny White, and he was from Knott County, Kentucky. I still remember his name. Anyways, and I remember how he was that day. And so anyways, he brought me in, in the under thing where they drive to. And then they checked me in, and then they told me, the bondsman at the time came down and told me how much my bonds was going to be. And I don't remember for sure because I don't save none of that stuff, because to me it's like traumatizing. All the paperwork, all that bull crap. That's just how I feel about it. That's how I've always felt about all that stuff with government societies or whatever. And so I always rip it up and throw it away. But he told me how much my bonds was going to be. And I'm not positive. I don't remember. Like I said, you can look it up on Kentucky Cool with a K. Here's some more little flowers. Pretty. But the bondsman at the time, and I don't remember his name, I just remember what he looked like. And he told me it was going to be, I'm dropping everything, you guys. He told me it was going to be like, I don't remember for sure, but it was either a $100,000 bond or a $500,000 bond for my thing back then. My brother knows all about it. But anyways, after they got me in, I'm not going to tell y'all the whole story on this video. I'm just not. But after they got me in, they put me in that cell to the left-hand side there, I believe it was. And daisies are out. Anyways, so it was just me and one other girl in that holding cell. And they didn't give me a blanket or nothing when I went in there. It was on the floor. It was concrete on the floor from what I remember. And I don't have such a great memory. I try to block things out too, traumatic things. But anyways, from what I remember, it wasn't like beds. It was like on the ground. It was like maybe 4 inches, maybe not even that much, off the ground, concrete. Like this little bitty half concrete square is what you laid on and you slept on. They might have gave me a cover later on. Like I said, I was only in there for like 5 hours. But anyways, me and the other girl that was in there, I don't remember her name or nothing. I just remember she said she was from Neon, Kentucky, and I don't want to tell too much information because we live in a small place and all the corruption that goes on, and I'm sure people could easily find out who I'm talking about. But she had gotten in a fight too. I had gotten in a fight that was partially the reason why I was in there. And she had gotten in a fight with her, I don't know if he was her husband or her ex-husband or just the children's daddy or whatever. She had a set of twins, and here's that little flower. But she had a set of twins, and I don't know why she was in there, but instead of the man, the husband or the boyfriend, the daddy or whatever. But I think they got in a fight, and it was in front of family. I don't know which side or nothing. But anyways, that was her reason for why she was in there. I'm walking out here to this bridge now. where this cold temple is behind me, where it used to be. And then over here is the creek. And over here is Gwen's Antique Store. Sure y'all know where I'm at. Those of y'all watching, hopefully watching. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope I'm entertaining to you. But anyways, I'm sweating like crazy too. So that's why basically she was in there. And then she asked me why, and I told her why, and I got to fight. And my brother can tell y'all more. Or y'all can go look it up on the internet if you're curious or whatever. See behind me, it's Gwen's. Daisies are bloomed out over here on next to the highway. Over in this direction, guys, is awesome Kentucky. Anyways, I'll walk back over here because I'm a slow walker. And I just remember it was so cold in there because, you know, they had to keep it really cold, like hospitals and places do, like for germs. And it was under 60 degrees and stuff. And I was just crying my eyeballs out, you know, and going through the feels. And which I'm sure it's different for females than what it is males. And she was a real pretty girl. And she said that she had been there in that holding cell for over 5 months whenever I went in there. And she said that they were waiting to transfer her to Harlan County. And she'd already been in there for 5 months. And the last time that she had a court session, she said it was like 2 months ago. So, y'all know how it is. But anyways, I remember using that toilet. It was like a sink and toilet combo. Kind of like whenever a woman's giving birth back then. Like hospitals used to have. And they didn't hardly have no toilet paper. And I've always had toilet issues or stomach issues. And so I was afraid I was going to run out of toilet paper because they didn't have none. They didn't have no soap. It was not clean. And it was real cold. And then the only time was the big fat guard at the time. And I'm calling her fat. I know I'm fat now, but I wasn't back then. It was this big fat butch looking, and I said what I said, butch looking lady that was the one who told me to undress. I don't think she put her hands on me or nothing, but she did like watch me. Sorry y'all, I'm gonna use some cuss words here on my channel, which I usually don't use a whole lot of. But anyway, I'll go walking this way this time. But she just watched me piss in the toilet before she put me in the room. And I don't remember her patting me down or nothing, or telling me to cough or nothing. See, this is the old Southeast Coal Temple. They tore it down though. And now I think the county just uses it for whatever. Who knows what they do with it. Alright, I'm going to pick up another daisy before I finish telling you my story. And okay, you can just overlook this part, brother. So, anyways, I'm gonna do Does He Love Me or Not with the daisy. Hopefully the phone won't turn off. Somebody's coming up behind me on the road here. Sorry, you guys. You're gonna see my fat roast, my double chin, triple chin, or whatever you want to call it. He loves me. He loves me not. 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 He loves me. Excuse me. He loves me not. He loves 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 me. Yay! My boyfriend loves me. That's good. which I already knew he did. And I love him too. And sorry guys, I know I tell y'all most of the time I'm just talking to someone, which I pretty much am. And no, we've never met in person. Alright, that's all I want to say about that. Back to my story. I know, it looks awful. I'm sweating like crazy. Anyways, so whenever we was in the room, and she just said it like that woman who put me in there, she's like, here, you can roommate with her, and I guess you guys can make friends or whatever. You know, which we was nice to each other, and we made friends or whatever. But here's behind me on the railroad tracks, guys. Going a different direction now. If you go that way, you go towards Isom. Go that way, you go back towards my house. Or Blair Branch, Black Bottom. Anywhere down through that way. Anyways, though, she said that. Then I get in there. And I mean, I was so cold. I was thinner back then. And I was like bundled or huddled up in a fetal position. And I was bawling and crying my eyes out. My head's itching, sorry. And I'm out of shape. Anyways, that girl felt sorry for me. And she was like, this is just, I think, how a girl thing. But she's like, it's okay if you're freezing. You can come snuggle me. But I was like, oh, no, it's okay. And she's like, it's okay. We can be each other's girlfriends and stuff while we're in here. She's like, I'm sad and lonely too. And cold too. And she was littler than I was. And more pretty too. But anyways, I was like, oh, it's okay. I'll just stay over here and wait it out. Well, anyways, during my 5 hours of time period when I was in there, I started hearing big pounding. Ooby, don't. This is the dog. I started hearing big old pounding noises on the door. And you couldn't see back then out of that door. I'm sure you can't now either. That was the whole point of it. You couldn't as an inmate or not. But I can't really remember, but it seems like it was, it had like a glass square in the door. It was a metal door. It seems like there was bars on top of the glass though, but I can't remember. Might not have been nothing. Maybe it was just like a peephole. I can't remember. But anyways, as soon as I get in there, basically, I start hearing pounding noises on the walls and stuff behind me, or out in the hallway from me. And that was like the boys section or the men's section back then. Because back then, they would put the men in that first little holding cell right across the desk there, where I guess they do all their dealings or whatever. And it was glass too. It was like you could see it. It was open. Because I'm so dumb, and that's just how I am. That's the way I've always been or whatever. When they was checking me in, this boy I went to school with, he was a year older than me. He's passed away since then. He passed away about 5 years ago, but I don't want to give out too much information because I know y'all can figure out who people are or whatever. So anyways, I waved at him even when they was checking me in, because we used to be friends when we was in school. And I was like, hi, you know. But I feel so bad for the men. I don't know if it's still like that, men or women, either one. It shouldn't be set up like that, in my opinion. Like that holding cell that was across the desk, it's out in the open, it's glass. Like the showers, everything is, and they have like a ton of people. More people than they should have for that big open room like that. You know, it's back then it was well over its capacity or however you say that. I can't say that. But anyways, so that's where I was hearing the pounding from whenever I first got in that room. I mean, you could hear it. And you could hear the inmates. It was men. And you could hear the inmates and stuff. And they were saying, oh, I'm going to get a hold of that MFer, talking about one of the guards. And then one of the guards was being held back by, I don't want to say that other guy's position, because he still does that position, and that would give it away. But it wasn't a guardsman. It was someone a little bit higher up. Anyways, and he's like, oh no, just let him go on, buddy. He's like, just let them go on and do whatever, you know. They can't do nothing anyways, you know, they're in their cell, you know how they are. Anyways, and he wanted to whoop him and get a hold of him and stuff, you know. But he did calm him down that time and didn't let him do it or nothing. So I can't say that he didn't, you know, or whatever. Anyways, later on whenever I was in there, this is kind of like something that you would always, or I've seen before, like on TV, like Orange is the New Black. And I know that's a prison though, and this is just a little county jail, which I've always heard, and I'm sure y'all know if y'all watching. County jails are worse than prisons for the most part, especially little county jails like we have. But anyways, so whenever I got in there, all this stuff was new to me. My sibling can tell you that. But which he probably thought it was funny that I was getting in trouble. It's okay. I forgive you. I don't blame you. But anyways, so whenever I get in there and I'm sitting, because there's nothing to do but cry or be mad, go through all the emotions and go crazy in your head and stuff, just sit there in silence or whatever, because there was literally nothing in that. There was no windows or nothing either, like to the outside or nothing. It's just blocks, cold, dark, damp block walls, musky and moldy, you know, nasty, dirty, whatever. And so I was just trying to sit there. I didn't know how long I was going to be in there. I thought it was the end of my life, as I knew it at that time or whatever. And I was just sitting there, and I could hear, I guess it was the women's cell behind me on that wall. I don't know, because I never was in there or nothing. But all I was ever in was that holding cell. But I start hearing a bunch of women, girls or whatever, and I know I shouldn't say this, but, well, my brother knows how I am and stuff, and I was younger then too, and I shouldn't judge or nothing, but I'm just going on what I heard by hearing and stuff. It sounded like this, and you got to remember, all this was new to me too, and I don't know, but I thought it sounded like this big old, I don't know how to word it, big old butch, which people call me a butch too all the time now, but a big old butch type woman. And I heard her, they was getting in an argument or a fight, it sounded like, her with another group of girls in that cell, and I'm sure that cell was full too. And it probably probably had over 20 people in it, and I don't think they're supposed to put that many people in those rooms. But anyways, she was talking to another woman, because it was a room full of women, it was a women's cell or whatever, and she said, "You better not touch her, she's my bee. She's my bee. You better keep your hands off of her. She's mine. She's my woman. So, stuff like that does go on. And it even went on back then. I'm sure it goes on even more so the longer time you have to spend in places like that. Heck, I probably would have done the same thing if I had had to stay any longer. I'm sure I would. Or I probably would have been even crazier than what I am now. So, I'm not judging nobody. I have no rights to judge anybody. Anyways, here's my flowers I picked with you guys. I think they're wanting to go back at the house. So, I'll try to put this video up sometime when I can. Thanks for all y'all who watch. I appreciate you. And y'all take care. Peace, and take care. I'm glad that you're watching, Ryan. And I'll talk to you guys later. And hello to all you other inmates. Y'all might know me, you might not. I don't know. But don't let nobody get you down. And just y'all try to think. I know it's easier said than done. Try to be positive and think positive, and if you believe in the Creator, just pray. That's all we can do. And I hope that your all's dreams and your wishes come true. And I personally hope that, I know it ain't gonna happen, but I personally hope that they get rid of that jail and the courthouse and all that up there. It ain't good for nothing or nobody but the big wigs. So anyways, that's just my opinion, of course. But I'm so sick of corruption in all shapes and forms. And I just don't see no hope in this county. And I want to get out of this county too, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of here. It's good talking to you guys. Y'all take care. Love you, Ryan. Take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye, Letcher County Jail. Letcher County, baby. Yay!